Good morning, my dear students. I hope all of you are fine. We were reading about the mixture in our previous class. We studied that the combination of two or more than two substances in any ratio is known as the mixture. There are two types of mixture. They are homogeneous and heterogeneous mixture. Yes, we can separate the mixture by simple methods which we will study today in this class. Let's start with the separation of mixture. The process by which the components of a mixture are separated from each other is called the separation of mixture. We can separate the components of the mixture from each other by different methods. The method used depend upon the properties of the components of the mixture. There are several types of mixture of solid and solid, mixture of insoluble solid from liquid, mixture of insoluble substances from a liquid. So there are different methods. We will study how to separate the solid mixtures, separation of insoluble solid from liquids, and separation of soluble substances from a liquid. Let's start with the separation of solid mixtures. There are several processes. Separation of solid mixtures. Number one, it is hand picking. In this process, one of the substances is separated by picking it out by hand. This method is possible only if one of the substance in the mixture is present in a small quantity and has a very different size, color, shape. For example, hand picking is done to remove small pieces of stone or husk from rice or wheat. Similarly, sugar can be separated from pulses by using this method. The process in which the particles of a mixture having different sizes is separated by picking by hand is called the hand picking. This type of method is used to separate, if it is present in a very small quantity and is of different size, color, and shape. The next one is the sieving. We use this method if the size of the component of a mixture is different. We can use sieve in this method. You can see the figure and you can be more clear about the sieve. The fine particles of the mixture pass through the sieve and bigger particles are not allowed to pass through. For example, we remove small pebbles and unwanted bigger particles from the floor by this method. Sieving is the method of separating small and fine particles of mixture from the bigger ones. You can see the figure and you can be more clear. The person is using a sieve to separate the small pebbles and stone from the sand. Next one is the winnowing. We use this method if one of the component is lighter than other. Farmer generally use this method to separate grains from husks. They allow the mixture to fall from a height. The grain being heavier falls vertically down on the ground and the husks being lighter carried away by the wind and forms a separate heap. The process in which heavier particles are separated from the lighter particles by the blowing air is called the winnowing. Magnetic separation. Magnetic separation is defined as the process in which magnetic substances are separated from non-magnetic substance in a mixture by the help of magnet. For example, iron dust in sand can be separated by using the magnet. The iron dust gets attracted by the magnet and sand does not and gets separated. The magnetic materials are attracted by the magnet in this method, and in this way the magnetic and non-magnetic substances are separated. Thank you. This much for today. We will study the separation of soluble and insoluble solid from a liquid in the next class. Thank you. Till then, stay safe. See you soon.